Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Abdul Haziq Mustaqim bin Azmi. Today I'm going to present my final year project 2, which is titled Relayout the Warehouse according to the Kainzen Principle. First of all, I'm very thankful to my supervisor and CO supervisor, Dr. Azianti Ismail, and IR Dr. Nur Azlina Muhammad Saleh for their fully guidance on completing this project. Okay, first slide, introduction. Warehouses are places for storage and distribution goods to the customer. The basic operation in the warehouse such as receiving, inspection, storage good and inventory management. This research was conducted due to solve the problem of wasted time in packaging process by relay out the current warehouse. Then need to apply the Kaizen method such as 5S as to eliminate unnecessary waste. Okay, proceed to the problem statement. The problem that have occurred in the warehouse, actually there are many excessive goods existed in the warehouse, such as in the figure below. Because of that, it take a lot of time, which is about 30 minutes for packaging process due to the poor layout. Second is the low productivity work performance among the employees. Lastly is unorganized warehouse and improper store goods in the warehouse. Next slide is the example of the problem occurred in the warehouse. The figure show unorganized equipment arrangement, such as a ladder located not at place. Second is the wooden pallet everywhere. Okay, proceed to the objective of this project. Firstly is to increase the productivity of work performance by applying Kaizen method. Second is to redesign the current layout so that can improve the work efficiency. Third is to easily identify type of wastes existed in the warehouse and eliminate the unnecessary waste. Proceed to the methodology to complete this project. Firstly is by the Gemba method. Gemba is by visiting the warehouse Sumber Petroleum Cemerlang Inclam. The figure show the step for Gemba Kaizen. Firstly is by identifying business problem. Second is go and observe behavior to find root cause. Third is identify root cause and make improvement to resolve the problem, and lastly monitor the improvement and readjust if necessary. There are three general steps of Gemba work. Firstly is go and see the real workplace, such as in the SPC warehouse. Second is ask some question and obtain the problematic part. Lastly is respect pupil when asking the employees. Okay, 5Y analysis used to identify the problematic part. The first question is why production line late in packaging process. Second, why the production late in sending sample to the quality control lab. Why take a lot of time for processing. Take a long distance for packaging board, not properly organize the unnecessary item. As to solve this problem, by countermeasure, which is relay out the warehouse with 5S implementation. 5S method used to eliminate waste. 5S consists of sort, set in order, shine, standardization, and sustain. Sort meaning that sorting through all items and remove the unnecessary waste. Set in order is put and arrange all necessary items in the right place. Why shine is the clean up the workplace and equipment after use. Standardizations meaning practice it as a daily routine and set a standard for best practice. Lastly is sustain the developed process by the self-discipline of the employees. Lastly is identify type of waste existed in the warehouse. The figure shows the definition of the type of waste exists in the warehouse. Actually, is defect such as defect, waiting, transportation, motion, overproduction, non-utilized talent, inventory, and extra processing. Okay, next slide is type of waste exists in the warehouse. Firstly is excessive inventory, such as in the figure show at the exit of the warehouse and entrance of the warehouse. The solution is by remove the excessive inventories so that the warehouse will look organized. Second is wastes in motion and waiting time for sending sample to quality control lab. This is because the QC lab located at third floor, which is take 7 until 8 minutes per trip. The solution is by proposing a pulley system mechanism so that can reduce the motion of the employees and save time. Okay, finding of this project, after relayout the warehouse such as below, only 25 minutes needed for packaging process. Before improvement, it was 30 minutes. Save time with decreasing about 16.67% for packaging process after 5S implementation, which is such as in the figure below show by locating the bottle packaging in front of the packaging process, be able to reduce 5-minute movement of the employees. Then create high productivity due to organized process, save time and increase output per day by 20%. Below the sample calculation of percentage for saving time and increase output per day 20%. 5S also be able to save space about 50% of oil tank storage and also reduce area for production line after relay out the tank storage width to floor. The figure show the production line area after relay out the tank storage. This is the sample calculation. Show about 50% of the saving space of oil tank storage after 5S implementation and also the reduction area of the production line. Lastly, the most important thing is be able to increase the safety of the employees by ensuring there are no leaking oil, which is need to remove the excessive goods nearby receiving line so that can prevent leaking oil happen. If a tanker immediately hit the goods, the excessive goods nearby receiving line can be moved to other place or remove it if there is no necessary. Okay, lastly, the Kainzen principle, which is the Gemba and 5S method, be able to save a lot of time, reduce the movement of the employees, optimize the space in the warehouse, and finally boost the productivity. Second is easily to identify the type of waste that existed in the warehouse and eliminate it. Lastly is enhance the safety of the employees with well-organized warehouse. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.